everyone. Hey, Ajitha, welcome back again. We're going right into it
Hi, Al.
to really thank you for being here as well.
My
Um,
pleasure.
so, you and I picked some words that describe a great representation or a good, concise representation for what matters to us the most, in a way, or at least describes a lot of our life journey and our aspirations for the
Yes.
kind of people we want to be. Yeah. And I believe you picked expression as yours.
Yes, I
So
did.
let's focus on that first, and I'll be
Sure.
very much intrigued to even start with the very simple questions first, like a softball, right? So,
Okay.
so the question I have here, I wrote it down. Why did you select this word as a reflection of who you
Excellent question. And thank you for making it a softball because now I can handle this
are?
first one pretty easily.
Yeah.
The reason I chose that word simply is simply because I truly express myself in everything that I do. The reason I say everything that I do is because I do many things. I am many things. I have interest in many areas. My LinkedIn headline right now says entrepreneur, um, educator, and energy guide. Now, this is my LinkedIn headline. If you look at my Facebook headline or bio, it says entertainer, educator, and energy guide. What this essentially means is that I have varied interests from an entertainment or artistic perspective. I'm a performing artist, I'm a visual artist, and I'm also an educator at the moment. I'm teaching IT subjects, and I'm also teaching a modality of healing, which are completely opposite. Like they don't really necessarily go together by any means. And I'm also a practitioner of a meditation technique that I help others find their issues and limiting beliefs and help clear that the way I have helped, it has helped me clear my own limiting beliefs. So with this varied interest areas, I feel like at every point in time, I choose to express myself based on where I'm taken to, what I'm inspired by. And every form of expression that I have when I'm teaching, I'm sharing my knowledge and wisdom with those around me. That is one way of my expressing as an educator. When I'm dancing, when I'm singing, I love to sing. That's my very first passion artistically. And when I sing, I'm expressing everything that I can in terms of the emotions, the passion, the love that's in the song. And when I'm dancing, I'm expressing the joy that I feel as I dance. When I'm acting, I am in that character, expressing that character, that emotion, that particular role play. And when I'm, witnessing healing, as I work with my clients, I'm playing a role of being that witness and expressing the beauty, the divine beauty that I see in them, that they are child of God just like you and I are. So
Yeah.
every act that I do is a form of expressing who I am from within me, and I that's why it seems to be the right word to
Wow.
choose.
That's going to be very hard to follow. No matter what question you're going to have for me, that is going to be hard. No one can tell you have any passion about what you just said. So, and also you gave me a pretty good idea to change all the questions that I have
Oh
next.
wow.
Most of the next one's probably going to have to ask you about artistic sides and have you sing or something along those lines. So,
Okay. I'll be
so,
happy to.
so tell me, what do you have in store for me as a question?
So, my very first question for you is why the word synergist? Why that?
Yes,
Why does that word describe you?
that's very good. I believe this aligns so well to the flow point that you and I were discussing when we really position a lot of this around aligned flow. If you think about it, um, it's just amazingly, both sad and also beautiful when you see either the synergy achieved or not achieved. So, given the background and my life's journey around people, around processes, around projects, around organizations, it was so obvious to me that sometimes we are successful in spite of ourselves or our own actions, and sometimes we really are leaving a lot of potential on the table. And I use the
Yes.
word potential for a reason. I'm not talking about money left on the table. That's kind of a
Hmm.
one view of things, but it's really the potential. So that is what drove my entire life's focus to how can I create better synergy. When I say synergy, we're talking about synergy amongst souls, energies, people, mindsets, ideas, creativity, getting the best out of a discussion and a dialogue to enhance the potential. We joke a lot around teams and say there is no I in team and all those kinds of things. That's one
Yes.
example of people's thirst for synergy. Yeah. So
Yes.
at the end of the day, and I love to always turn a weakness into strength. When I realized that in my early years, being an engineer and having a mindset of one right way of doing things, you don't think about the people side of the equation, and then you realize, no, it's the people. Yes, there is a
Yes.
process. Yes, there may be a system and all those nice elements to how the world operates, but ultimately it's driven by that human spirit and the energy within ourselves. So I want to make sure that in every act I do and every role I play and impact I make, I'm able to synergize, which means to a great extent, another alternative would be to align and to bring out, to create the safety. A lot of the synergy comes to me from creating that safe space. So I hope that makes
Absolutely.
sense.
Yes, absolutely. And I believe we're going to need a lot more of synergizers or synergists around amongst us, given where we are right now as a society. So I absolutely love that you have chosen that to describe yourself. So
I'm
thrilled.
hopeful. I'm hopeful because I want to still remain, valuable, impactful for others as well to make a difference. So let's hope we
Absolutely.
can relate that way. Thank you for
Absolutely.
that. Looking forward to our next journey as we dive into another question on that
Thank you.
expression synergist journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.